Palumbo Wealth Management founder and CEO Philip Palumbo joins us now. You watch these names, and we often talk about the Russell 2000. And I know people are saying, well, give me some stock names within it if I don't want to buy the whole index. How do you look at Russell 2000 names and pick them?
Yes, for the Russell 2000, there's one major way. So biotech is an area that we're invested in the small cap area, and we use actually a private partner manager that takes over that area for our team here. So biotech's an area that has underperformed the market over the past 3 years due to rates going up in March 2022. We feel now that the Fed is starting to cut, M&A activity is starting to pick up, a lot of positives seen in the biotech sector. So that's one particular area that we like a lot in the small cap biotech space that can perform really well.
Yeah, biotech is quite interesting. I mean, right now we're looking at large cap biotech. But when you're picking some of the smaller names, it's harder because they're not as covered by so many analysts, right? So what is it that you can offer investors?
Yeah, so we actually use an ETF to cover any type of small cap. To go into the small cap space alone and finding picks, like you said, the coverage is very, very low, and it's tough to build conviction on some of these smaller ideas. There's more risk to it. So we really do rely on money manager expertise or ETFs.
Okay. Can you give that ETF? I don't see it here, so I'd love to get
Sure.
that for our viewers.
IJR is the one ETF that we're using right now.
IKR. Okay.
IJR.
IJR. Okay, so let's talk about some of the big names that you actually like. You like JP Morgan in the financial space. Why?
Yeah, so with the Trump administration, with their pro-economic policies, the deregulation, the tax policies, and I see the long end on rates starting to continue to move up with the economic strength that we're seeing, banks really perform well in that type of environment. So if you look at, you talked about small caps since the election, if you look at some of the banks and some of the, like Morgan Stanley, for example, on the M&A side, or the banks that are focused on the M&A side, they really have performed well. And I see that continuing going forward.
You also like Adobe and Bank of America. It's a really interesting time.